These niggas be this no school and this no Jeff. Y'all fuck around much on me like I'm in the trenches. I'm trying to get out the rack and I'm trying to go back business. Fuck how you feelin'? I'm on the A block chillin'. I heard there's too many killin'.
What's good, everyone? Worldwide politics with another video more so of what yesterday's beef that escalated in a whole war zone. And it's looking like July will be the most active month for the Southside Chicago residents. But for the main characters it will be held differently. Today's topic is on multiple hoods forming all-star teams against one another and had a back and forth beef online looking for each other. The hoods that are clicked up for the beef at the moment is DoltGang and DuckWorld. Their main faces for the beef is DoltGang and Usav, which would consist of hoods called the Cutthroats, also goes by KTS, also 5-1 Young Money, and also MOB Scrap Gang. But they would start off the day with popping outside to their rivals hood named Drill City, home of the Bloodhounds, and DuckWorld and DuckWorld would have heavy artillery with them, hoping they caught a hound. But at the time of them spinning they wouldn't be able to catch anyone outside or inside the building, leaving them to be able to physically step foot in the building. This would be the first thing people would wake up to see and would be confused on what made them want to do this so late in the morning. But that's what J-Main's catchphrase "do your homework" would hit different, cause allegedly some 757 members would be outside and NUM and 25K would randomly sliding through and shoot and tag a few of the 757 members standing outside and would shake the politics, but wouldn't be really noticed till now. And allegedly the one driving is 25K and the one who is doing the shooting is revealed to be NUM. And if you watched my videos you would know who 25K is. This is one of the first generation members who founded the Bloodhounds and ran the Bloodhound name ever since. But this would be the reason for DuckWorld and DuckWorld to pop out, and the spinning would be a response to 25K and NUM. But the deranged dynamic duo would choose not to incriminate themselves and pop out of their time. Instead of Drill City making a response, unhinged Shorty Mob member Rika Drencham would decide to pop out to the Cutthroats block and comfortably make a video. But not long after his happy time would end and he would be arrested on assault of a CPD officer while making a purchase. This would be seen as a minor vacation for Rico and one of the main faces of the leaderboard. But 757 starting throwing players in the game like Pokemon, because an hour later an Scrap Gang member named Loltai would spin 400 East as well with Shorty Mob, but would patrol it from a distance to get a better advantage. But seemingly would be scared as he flashed a large rifle beside him. But Loltai would get more mad the more he looked at Shorty Mob and would decide to go across the street ready to shoot up, but nobody would be present at the time of this video being posted. But this would not be his only looked at video, because 30 minutes later he would catch up at the dealership, but his girlfriend or female friend would show up working the switch like a pro, but would be caught off guard with a Mike Tyson peekaboo overhand that would knock Becca unconscious. At the time of this video Becca's gang ties are unknown, but she has now been added into the politics and might want to get back for that super punch she was given and might go black. But this wouldn't be the last thing related to Loltai, as it would backfire and be caught without his gun and would be told to stop lacking out in the streets and would be sucker punched for his affiliations. But luckily nothing else worse happened, and the person that would catch him would be Oblique Demon, really, as he would be mentioned in yesterday's beef. After all of that, Loltai would take his anger on a young 650 Set Boys member outside the dealership, making the dealership a hot drop for players to catch their rivals. The 650 member would not let Loltai just beat him up, so he would fight back, but would not be strong enough to take on Loltai and would be beaten badly. After a few good hits, the 650 member had enough and made a run for it to his car and was able to get out of Loltai's grasp before he went unconscious. But the 650 founder would just brush it off, but would catch a top hat in the MTV hood and would catch Bloodhound Lozo, a top hat and deadly individual. The context shown by Mike 10 is Bloodhound Lozo unconscious on the ground, and this would surprisingly be right after Lozo would post to his Instagram him on the block. This isn't the last of the drama, but would be for a few hours till Bloodhound and Shorty Mob would double down and pull the move DuckWorld pulled on them, and would be deep on their block with heavy artillery as well, and would drop not one but two videos on their block. Bloodhound and Shorty Mob would be most likely be looking for DoltGang and Lultai along with Nusav so they can play ball, but randomly Nusav would be arrested onto attempted murders and is held on a $300,000 bail and is looking like the main face is going down for some time. But Shorty Mob members Kilroy or Winter Soldier and Baby Tweak is rising to the stakes if Rico is doing real time. But Roy and BT would be deep in the streets, so it wouldn't be anything new to them, and if you really know this channel you would know who Kilroy is. And it's looking like these two will be the next rising faces to come out of Shorty Mob as of this generation, and possibly be one of our most looked at people on this channel. But at the time of this recording these two are out putting in pain, and not to mention Shorty Mob is responsible for the death of M Block member Man while he was trying to get a burger, and this hit would be claimed by Bloodhound Trell from Shorty Mob. A photo would be taken from a CCTV camera as it would capture the shooter known as Bloodhound Trell and another Shorty Mob member as Trell is cocking his gun back to shoot Trell in the head. And the CCTV footage would capture all of the graphic scene. On the CCTV footage it shows Man with the mask at the counter, and Trell would walk in and immediately shoot Trell and leave, but not before. His partner would shoot Man 4 to 5 more times before fleeing the scene, and Man would be pronounced dead at the scene. This would be the last post or even story of the beef that's happening. Everything been quiet waiting for the viral videos people been wanting to see come to light to gain them a bigger audience. And Southside Chicago residents do it to take the trolling to the next level. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully everyone enjoyed and is excited for the next one, but other than that, worldwide politics out.